Once upon a time, in a quiet village at the foot of a towering mountain, there lived a young man known for his laziness. While the other villagers toiled away in fields and workshops, he spent his days lying under a tree, napping and daydreaming. One day, a wise old monk visited the village. He approached the young man and said, "My son, I have a task for you. Climb to the top of that mountain and bring me a single feather from the highest peak." The young man looked at the daunting mountain and scoffed. "That's impossible," he replied. "I'm far too lazy to climb all the way up there." The monk smiled and said, "Ah, but the feather you seek is not on the mountain itself. It lies in a cave on the other side, reachable only by climbing to the summit and descending the far slope." Curiosity sparked in the young man. He had never heard of such a feather, and the challenge intrigued him. And so, for the first time in his life, he decided to take on a task. The climb was long and grueling. Sweat poured from his brow and his muscles ached, but as he ascended higher, he felt a strange exhilaration. When he finally reached the summit, he stood in awe of the breathtaking view, feeling a pride he had never known. But the real challenge lay ahead, descending the far side of the mountain to find the cave. The descent was steep and treacherous. He stumbled and fell repeatedly, but his determination grew with each step. At last, he reached the cave and saw the feather gleaming in the soft light filtering through the entrance. He picked it up, marveling at its beauty. But then reality struck. How would he return? For a moment, he considered giving up. But then he remembered the pride he felt at the summit and realized he had the strength to climb back. With aching muscles and burning lungs, he pushed himself to ascend the mountain again, refusing to give up. Finally, he returned to the monk and presented the feather. The monk smiled and said, "Well done, my son. Today you have learned an important lesson. Laziness is not to be accepted or tolerated. It is a challenge to be overcome, a hurdle to leap over." The young man nodded, understanding the monk's wisdom. He realized that his laziness had held him back from achieving great things, but now he knew he had the strength and determination to overcome any obstacle. The lesson of the monk's challenge is clear. Laziness is a hurdle that must be faced and overcome. When we push ourselves to achieve even the most difficult goals, we discover a resilience within us that we never knew existed. To overcome laziness, we must challenge ourselves with ambitious goals, push beyond our limits, and persevere through setbacks and obstacles. Building discipline and consistent routines helps us stay focused and productive, even when motivation fades. Cultivating a growth mindset is equally important, seeing challenges and failures as opportunities to learn and improve. By reframing failure as a stepping stone, we can progress and grow stronger. Ultimately, overcoming laziness requires a willingness to step outside our comfort zones and embrace life's challenges. Through persistence and determination, we unlock our true potential and achieve greatness.